What up, dog? My name is Brie.
I'm Rae.
That's my best friend. That's my best friend. Yeah, we just trying to have fun.
You done tune in to Rae and Brie Little Productions. They like the girls, they ain't looking for no husband. Catch them on the tube, bullshit, and they thugging. Don't like the video and join the discussion. You can subscribe if you want to, little buddy. Just know if you don't, you gon' miss these discussions. They go with the content and talk about stuff that they know that you do in the dark, but won't say in the public. Sounded great though. What up, Brie? What up, Rae?
Well, we matching, bitch.
Let's prep.
This cute.
Hold on.
This cute.
That's how I wear my jackets. So I gotta prep. What up, YouTube?
Hey guys.
Oh, now you wanna be nice. Hey guys, it's Rae
And Brie.
Okay. That's how we're talking. Oh my god. It's Rae and Brie.
Alright, you taking it kind of for.
Okay, so
Get that bass back in your voice.
What up, niggas? Okay, that's enough.
Tried it.
Y'all know what we here for. Here we are with another mother loving video. Back at it again with
some bullshit.
what we here to talk about, Brie?
I don't know. Femmes and y'all touch me not studs.
It was a suggestion from one of our beautiful supporters. She came to us with her story and it inspired this hither video.
Stay stressing me out.
Let me just tell y'all like her story or whatnot before we get into this video. Basically, she's in a marriage. She's been with this person for 4 years and she's married to a touch-me-not. She's younger. Her touch-me-not is almost 30, and she basically said that she's never even seen her wife's vagina before. And she asked for our advice or our opinion on the situation as far as like touch-me-nots and, you know, commenting on all of that. But we kind of flipping the video to our opinion on like the whole situation, because you can't blame a touch-me-not for being who they are
At all.
But you can't blame the femme that complains about staying with somebody that they know that they're not going to be happy with in the long run. Go ahead, Brie.
First of all, let's give a definition on what a touch-me-not is. Touch-me-not studs, you have multiple. They have reasons for not wanting to be touched by a female. Maybe they don't like penetration. Maybe they think of themselves are like so manly that they just feel like they're not supposed to get touched like that because they have girl parts. Maybe something tragic happened to them. Maybe they didn't have the experience of a girl touching them and doing all the sexual acts and just didn't like it. But literally a touch-me-not stud is they don't like to be touched. They're pleasers. They like to please their woman and they don't want to get anything in return. Like, it is what it is.
So on her specific situation, me and Brie already talked to her a little bit. But my advice to her specifically is, you know, if you're unhappy, ultimately you need to leave. Like, ultimately that, you know, it's a marriage, and if your touch-me-not is not going to come around to what you want, then obviously you have to look out for yourself first. However, I feel like she's in the wrong as far as this situation goes, because you knew what you were getting yourself into. You got somebody else involved with you, and it's not your fault that you have desires and wants and needs. However, if you know somebody is the way they are and they're not comfortable with being touched and all of that, you can't change nobody. You have to learn to love people for who they are. And it might get boring, but that's what you signed up for.
Literally.
Like, you went to the altar. You said I do to somebody that you knew didn't like being touched. And I come across so many films who are with a touch-me-not and they complain about it. You're not happy. If you don't want that in your life, if you want to be sexually active.
Okay, it's one thing to be complaining and they still your girlfriend.
Right.
That's one thing to be complaining and they just your girlfriend. You can leave that relationship.
Right.
You're whole married to the girl. Y'all have a binding contract between each other to be together.
And this is what she told me though. She basically said that her wife was like, you know, she's been touched before. She doesn't really like it, but she's given the film the hope that she will let her, and just has not let her so far. But it's a whole nother ballgame. You never even seen her vagina before. You're not even looking at your girl naked.
Okay, that's the crazy thing.
How did you even get married and you don't even know what your shorty look like naked?
How? Because listen, even now, I haven't even been married, but I take showers with my shorty. I would, you know, we get dressed in front of each other, stuff like that. Like, I don't understand how you cannot see your woman's parts. All of them. I will stand there butt booty naked in front of my girl. Like, how could you not?
Why wouldn't you want to? Which, you know,
okay,
some
no,
people
maybe the femme wants to, but the stud won't let her.
But my whole thing is like, you knew this when you knew what you synced up for.
Yeah.
And you got married. Like, you took, like, okay, like, I personally, and it's a personal belief, y'all, I don't need any of the comments talking about, you know, whatever y'all want to talk about, whoever see this and hate, whatever the case may be. I don't believe in not having sex till marriage. I mean, if that's your religion, that's what you believe, cool. I cannot be that one, because I feel like sex is a very important part of a relationship, and if it's bad, it's hard to recover from that. Like, I can't be in a relationship where the sex is bad, because I'm gonna be unhappy. Sex, I feel like, is important in a relationship. It don't make the relationship, but I feel like it's a very important part. Seeing each other naked is almost like a form of affection. Like, I
would be so irritated, because what if I get down there, like, after I done got married, and then I eventually see it, and I'm disappointed by what I see.
Or something. What if
I don't want to be surprised.
What if your wife has
what's down there?
Something down there, and you just have no idea, because
I know.
You never took initiative to get your touch me not naked. I don't know. Okay, like, overall, my viewpoints on a film, and ain't nothing wrong with a film who's okay with her touch me not. But it's a problem when you're a film and you're with the touch me not and you're complaining about it and you have an issue with it.
Yeah. I don't think that you should have an issue at all. First of all, I always believe this. Like, Maya Angelou said it, bro. If your person show you who they are, believe them. Like, they just showed you the truth. They exposed to you the truth, bro. They said, I don't like being touched. Don't try to change them after they just exposed that to you. If I told you, Brielle, I'm fucking crazy, I'm gonna believe that you're crazy. I'm not gonna take it for nothing else. I'm not gonna try to change you and make you a sane person. No, believe them. Period, point blank. Don't try to change nobody for who they are. It is what it is. Like, don't go into a relationship trying to build a human. You can't build a person. This ain't build a hoe. It ain't gonna happen.
Build a hoe.
Sorry, I'm serious. It ain't gonna happen though. You can't just build a person. If I could build a human, I trust and believe I had the best female on my side at all times. Ooh, I wish I could. A robot human. Then I could just alter them. Just click on their motherboard. Be like, oh, be nice right now. Oh, go cook me some food.
Oh, drop that dome. Like, the girl who came and asked for our advice, like, I know that you probably expected it to be different. Because you kind of said it when we were talking. You kind of expected us to be on your side.
Nope.
Which, I'm on your side as far as, like, not as far as wanting to show affection and all that. What she said is, she feels like in a marriage, you should be willing to try everything with your lover. And I completely agree.
Pause.
But you have to know that person.
I saw in the message that they said that they don't even kiss like that.
Yeah, she said.
How can you not be kissing like that?
She said basically like they're not affectionate at all anymore because her wife don't be in the mood for anything. Like, which I don't know if it was that way 4 years ago or whenever y'all got married, but it's almost like, why commit yourself into something forever that you don't even know this person? Because now at this point it feels like you don't know her.
I'm gonna be honest. I just feel that if she's not in the mood that often, I feel like those people are either cheating if they're not in the mood. If they're either cheating, they're not sexually attracted to you anymore. Like, it is what it is. Like, it's like at the end of the day, like, if I need pleasure, because every human needs some type of pleasure, regardless of what it is.
Agree.
And if she's not messing with you, she has to be messing with someone else or herself. Period, point blank. Somebody needs pleasure. That it is what it is. Something in your body needs stimulation like that. You need to release some of that.
If she's not eating you,
she eating somebody else. That's what I feel, honestly.
And that's a personal opinion. We might not be right, but I know that, like, yeah, everyone has desires. Like, granted, I know a couple people who have went years without having sex. You know, I believe you, but I'm a sexual individual.
Me too.
And if I'm not trying to especially my wife, when I get married, I'm trying to tap that every chance I get. Like, what? Like, I just feel like that's a part of, like I said, sex is a part of a relationship. That is very important in a relationship.
I really feel like they're just not sexually attracted anymore. And it's like, don't take it as something wrong. That's nothing wrong. It's like sometimes people just grow apart. Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna front. Like, I could still be good friends and attracted to them personally, but if I'm not attracted to them sexually, I'm sorry. It's like, I'm not going to want to be affectionate towards you. I'm not going to want to kiss on you. I'm not, because it doesn't give me the same oomph that it used to. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would I be kissing somebody and I don't feel the sparks anymore? Why would I be married to a person that I don't feel like I have sparks with anymore?
That's why people have to be so careful about getting married, because you can just marry anybody.
I just want to know, how long were they dating before marriage?
I don't know about that. I just know they, as far as their total relationship, was 4 years. Is what it seemed like in a
total is 4 years,
which is not really long.
See, I got questions. If the total was 4 years, then when did she stop showing that type of affection?
And if she was always this way, then you messed up.
Then you were a fool for marrying her.
You messed up. And you know, you're a little bit younger, like you're our age, and your wife is 30, and so, you know, maybe you were played the young role. Like sometimes, I know, like when I've talked to older people, very rare, but you feel like you have to do more. And you have to show out more because they're older. You have something to prove. So she might have just had a little bit more control over you, and you're like, forget it, I'm gonna just go marry you, or whatever she might have manipulated you to do. I don't know your situation to really talk into depth about it, but you said I do to a woman that is not what you want. Like, you can't, people, y'all gotta stop doing that. Like, y'all can't just marry anybody.
Bro, no, first of all, lesbians, I know we move quickly, period. I know that. I'm a witness. Because I'm hip that I move quickly in relationships and all that type of stuff too. But I'm not running down the aisle no time soon. No matter how many people Raven can be like, oh yeah, I see you go marry her. Or, oh, y'all look like a good couple. I don't care. And, because what if they nuts? And I realize that they nuts. I'm not gonna marry him. What if I eventually, like, my sexual attraction is not there anymore? I'm not about to marry you just because I love you.
And obviously people, you know, relationships aren't always gonna be as tight as they was in the beginning. You got the honeymoon stage, so like in the beginning this could be feeling like amazing, and then over time, like I learned that like my first 2 years in a relationship was outstanding, and the last 3 were really, really rough. And well, like the last two and a half were really rough, and then things started to get a little bit happier. Like, I completely understand, you know, that it's not always gonna be peaches and cream. Like, I get it. So, you know, you might fall off as far as like sex goes for a second, but if that's like long lasting, and you just gotta know, like, you have to really experience life with somebody before you could just hop in a marriage. Like,
experience a lot of life, and
sex is a part of it. You supposed to get to the nitty gritty before the marriage, because you gotta know if y'all sexual desires are the same, or if y'all future wants are the same. Like, it's so much to a relationship, and if you would have touched me now and you don't want and you don't like that, then you shouldn't be with them.
Period.
Like, if you know
what made you were okay to even be in a relationship with them, that you like to make them your girlfriend, and you knew that they were touching out, and you knew that you wanted to be touching a female.
She said her wife basically sold her dreams, and my response to that was like, you have to allow actions to be the platform. Like, you have to let people's actions show you that it's gonna be good. You can't, y'all gotta stop listening to what people say. Let them show you. They gotta show you. Like, you can't tell me, oh, if I was to touch me now, if I tell you I'm gonna let you do whatever, and I'll never show you, what you believe in me for?
But why did you not allow her to show you before you got married? That's my question. Why did marriage have to be the result? First of all, me personally, I'm not in a rush to get married. Only because if I'm dealing with that person, it shouldn't matter if we're married or not. If you are my girl, then you're my girl. It's gonna be the same thing tomorrow after we sign on that paper. After we have a party to celebrate our love. It's gonna be the same stuff, period. It's gonna be the same human. So it's like, even if I went 20 years without being married, if I live like I was married and not consider that to be my wife, it's my wife, period, point blank. I don't care. That's that. And if at the end of the day, I decided I can't be with that woman after 20 years, I ain't gonna be with that woman. But look, I didn't get married because I wasn't about to hop, skip into it. But I don't know, like, I just don't understand. Like, I don't understand, like, why rush into it. Like, I feel like if you don't have an argument in your relationship before getting married, you shouldn't get married. Because you need to know them on every aspect. Like, you need to know them when they're upset. You need to know how you're going to deal with it when they're really mad at you. You feel me? Just like sex. If you don't know their body, why even marry them? What if...
I'm just flabbergasted how you've been married or with somebody for 4 years, you don't know what her vagina looks like.
That is really crazy.
Do you know if she looks like... Well, you said that she allows you to like touch her chest, or I don't know exactly, you know. Maybe she's the type that will walk around in her drawers and no bra and shirt, like, you know. She might be one of them. But then she might be, you know, talk to her about, like, you know, is she borderline wanting to transition or something like that? Because if that's the case, then that's a conversation y'all also need to have. Like, you know, you don't know what she's going through mentally, obviously, if you know you're not okay, or like you're confused, and that's what it seems like in the messages, that you're confused about your relationship. So, which means you don't really know her. You don't know where her mind is at. You don't know what she's going through, and that's a problem. Like, y'all need to have a conversation about how you want the relationship to go or whatever. I wouldn't completely give up until you talk to her, because.
But I think it needs to be an in-depth conversation.
In-depth.
Like not no borderline, not no simple stuff. It needs to be, you know, you have to get all your questions out. Even if you have to write the questions down, you need to get everything that you are feeling out. Because if you break up with her and then you feel like regretful about it because you didn't ask all your questions, then it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But if you done got all your questions out and you didn't ask and you see that she ain't budging no time soon and you like, well, I have needs, then it is what it is. You gotta let the shorty go.
Yeah. Ultimately, how we feel. Y'all wrong.
Wrong for being upset.
Stop trying to change these touch me nots.
Let them be them.
You can't make nobody want to be touched. We might not understand it, but as we grow,
right? We don't agree. I like personally with the touch me not situation.
I can't be with somebody who's not gonna touch me.
Me neither.
I have needs.
So many needs.
I like head.
Indeed.
Combo is even better.
So much better.
But for those who don't like it, y'all really gotta do some investigating.
It's to each his own, but you gotta accept everyone's to each his own.
Right.
You have to accept that.
If their idea of life is not the same as yours, then y'all just gotta.
Why are you even with them?
Part ways.
Why are you even with them?
You go that way, you go that way.
Literally.
So y'all know what to do next.
Go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe.
Tell a friend and tell a friend and tell all of them.
That's my best friend. That's my best friend. Yes, you better get